The game brought to you by Numerica Credit Union. Open your Gonzaga's checking account only at Numerica Credit Union. Details at banklikeabulldog.com. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Gonzaga starting to pull away a bit in this game. And guys, we look at the numbers, take the scoreboard out of the equation. They're out rebounding Gonzaga, but there's other numbers that are so glaring and obvious why Gonzaga's winning.
The foul difference, we've talked about a number of times, is ridiculous. 26 fouls on Hawaii, 9 for Gonzaga. But also, Hawaii has 22 turnovers to Gonzaga's 11. There's no way you're going to have a chance to win a game turning it over 22 times.
And Gonzaga has scored 30 points off those 22 turnovers. 30 points. Significant number. Johnson shot is off.
That's a crazy number. You know, you try to create those turnovers, but and look to capitalize, but you don't to capitalize at that rate, scoring over a point per turnover. It is really impressive. You don't see that very often.
Here's Stockton, and guys, been a lot of great bigs now come through this program in the last decade or better. Has there ever been a more disciplined big man than Rob Sackley? No fouls again tonight, not one.
It's remarkable he can play as physical as he does on the defensive end, and he doesn't foul.
Pangos lines it up, and
that right there may be the dagger. Great patience offensively there. Kevin Pangos finds that open spot, triggers ready, knocks it down.
But when Rob Sackley can take a beating in a game like he has, we've seen it, maybe not tonight, but in other games.
Never loses his cool. Always
never has 3, 4, 5 fouls. I mean, it just seems like he's always down at 0 or 1, 2 at the most.
Well, one of the things that he does extremely well is he takes the scouting report that the coaches do a great job putting together. Strengths and weaknesses to different players, who he's going to be guarding. He takes that, studies it, realizes what do I need to do to be successful tonight, forcing my opponent into his weaknesses. We've seen it a number of times tonight, guarding Vander Joachim on the block. He has not allowed him to get into his strengths. You don't allow him to get into his strengths, you're not going to be put in foul pressure yourself.
It also helps to be the biggest and strongest guy on the floor, too. Yeah, it helps a little bit.
No, I get that. But, I mean, discipline, fundamentally, the guy is as good as this program's had, I think. You're talking about getting position, creating fouls, putting your team in jeopardy with your big man fouling out of the game. And early in his career, they dealt with that. They just don't deal with that anymore.
It's quite a comment with some of the big guys that have come through. Yeah. Casey Calvary, Corey Violet, Ronny Turioff, but
Batista.
JP Batista. I think Richard that might be the guy who would be the most efficient. I don't know who this Richard Fox guy is that you're talking about.
I fouled a whole lot more in a lot less minutes.
Fouls per minute rate was pretty high.
Bell left wide open again, missed it. Harris just threw Wiseman right to the floor.
Good call from the official. Elias didn't like it. But right now, most things going GU's way.
Time now to announce tonight's player of the game, presented by A to Z Rental. No job too big or too small. With 7 convenient locations, we rent everything. Let A to Z Rental be your most valuable player for all your rental needs. Tonight's player of the game is Rob Sackley. 16 points, 8 of 10 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 4 of 6 from the floor. Rob Sackley, our A to Z Rental player of the game. And he's doing it in front of a lot of friends and family. His high school basketball coach is here. His mom is here. Always nice to come home and play well. I got to be honest, though, it's a typical game for Rob.
This season, there's no doubt about it.
He started off with 2 double-doubles. He gets 1 more rebound tonight. That'd be 3 double-doubles to start the season off. That's pretty impressive.
Matisse Kaida about to check in. So is Modest Murninghoff and Mike Hart. They'll be checking in for GU. There's Bell. 10 on the shot clock, a minute 28 to play. Pangos. Bell again, open 3. That one's short. Sackley with the rebound. Hello, double-double.
I like that right there. Rob gets the rebound, gets it to Gary. He pulls it back out.
Yeah, need some more clock. We haven't talked about it, but how about this second half? Almost exclusively David and Kevin manning that backcourt. They've done an excellent job. Having 2 point guards out there consistently really gives you a lot of advantages in different situations, and we've seen it here in the second half.
It's been a great learning experience in the second half of this team.
The guard position is sewed up at Gonzaga for a few years to come. And you've got to remember now, Kyle Dranginas, also a part of this class, is redshirting, and Coach Few really likes that kid's skills. This team is all of a sudden young but very deep at this position.
But they've upgraded their talent from where they were the last couple seasons. So you've given up some experience, but you've become a more talented ball club, particularly in that backcourt. And, you know, as a coach, you know, experience is an awfully valuable thing, but if you had to pick between one or the other, you're always going to go with talent first. And I think they finally have increased that talent in the backcourt.
If you have a young guy that is extremely talented, the experience catches up in a hurry because they're going to get minutes.
Exactly.
You look at Blake Stepp as a freshman.
Yes.
He got a lot of experience in a hurry.
There's Rob Sacre checking out. Oh, Canada. He was very excited to come home.
As he should be. What a
Grew up in
moment.
Vancouver, yeah.
And credit the coaching staff. You know, to organize this for Rob. I know that, you know, all the other Canadian kids, it's an opportunity for them to come up and play in their home country, but this is all about Rob tonight. And not only is it special for him, but he came in and had a double-double, played awfully well. So good for him. Couldn't happen to a better kid.
That shot way off by Stokes. Stokes not having the big second half that his team needed. Johnson's shot from the corner way off. He may make some threes, but his shot hasn't looked great to me tonight. Of course, they forced him into tough shots.
Gonzaga did a great job taking the scouting report on Zane Johnson and applying it.
4-12, not the kind of night he was looking to have. And it was a team defensive effort that got it done on both ends.
Well, Gonzaga gets the 3-0 to start this season. They defeat Hawaii 73-54. And now the season rolls on for GU. Guys, some quick thoughts. Like what you see?
Without a doubt. I think tonight was Gonzaga's best night for overall balance between front court and backcourt production.
Quickly, Richard.
I love the effort on the glass, foul pressure consistently on both ends. I think this team's going to continue to grow, continue to get better.
Gonzaga 3-0. They defeat Hawaii 73-54 north of the border in Vancouver, British Columbia. For Richard Fox, Dan Dickow, I'm Greg Heister. Good night from Vancouver.